What our paper found was that COVID transmission goes beyond what has already been documented as occurring within livestock processing facilities to the communities surrounding those facilities.
In places with livestock plants, we saw about 6 to 8% higher COVID cases and about 3 to 4% increase in COVID death rates.
There were policies targeted at the livestock industry early in the COVID-19 outbreak. One of the most important ones was an executive order in late April 2020 to require, via the Defense Production Act, livestock processing plants to remain open. Prior to that executive order, temporary shutdowns of a duration of a week or two, followed by a reopening of the firm, more often than not was greeted with a sharp reduction in community transmission. There's clearly a big cost to shutting down these firms for large periods, but it doesn't necessarily require that. A temporary overhaul of production lines, et cetera, seems to have had a great benefit in terms of COVID-19.
In a pandemic or a crisis, you're trading off public health and important supply chains, right? Essential workers, and making sure there's adequate food for people. And that's a difficult policy decision.
We need to be mindful in such industries where they're dominated by a few large employers, particularly in geographic areas where there aren't a lot of alternatives for employment, to ensure that the government is doing what it can to make sure worker health and safety is being protected.